Check it out, guys. Surprise, surprise, I am hungry again. So we are gonna make some chicken patties, some low-carb chicken patties, which are also delicious if you're not on a low-carb diet. Anything I ever make, you do not have to be on a low-carb diet to make it, because it is super delicious, or I wouldn't be eating it. Okay, these are basically like salmon patties, and we're gonna make them with chicken. So the first thing you need is a big can of chunk chicken breast and water. This is made by Great Value. I've tried a lot of these different ones, and this honestly is the best tasting one I've had so far. Next, we're gonna need lots of cheese. No, actually like about 8 ounces or so. Real mayonnaise, a couple of eggs. And of course I'm gonna use my trusty cast iron pan, but you don't have to. You can use any skillet to make these. These are super simple. We're gonna cut open the chicken and drain it. If you don't make sure the lid is cut all the way off, it sprays on your shirt when you squeeze it. You see how it's kind of chunky in there? You're going to want to take a fork and break that up. I just kind of do it in the bowl that I'm going to use to mix everything up anyway. You don't have to break it up separate. And if you notice, I only put 1 egg in there. It doesn't actually take 2. Honestly, I don't know why I said that. I'm a nerd. And we're going to put in about a tablespoon of the Hellman's. I know I didn't measure that perfect, but it doesn't really matter. You kind of get used to how much to use when you're making these things. I will put the recipe below, though, if you guys want to make these, because they are super delicious. Now, while I mix this up, I'm going to heat up my pan, and I'm going to use coconut oil. This kind right here. You can use the liquid if you want to, but I just kind of like this right here, so we're going to use it. Good chunk of that stuff in there. You want to make sure that you get that chicken crushed up really good so that it's shredded and it mixes up with your cheese and everything good. If you guys remember when I made the low-carb pizza with the chicken crust, that's exactly what I'm talking about. You have to really make sure that it's all shredded up like that. See how good and shredded that is in there? Mixes up really good. Now you can put salt and pepper in here if you want to. I choose not to. I just don't really want that extra salt. Okay, our pan is super hot. I have this on about a medium heat. And all we're gonna do is grab a little chunk of this and make it into patties. Now, I make my patties kind of big, so I get about 3 out of this mixture right here. Now, this chicken doesn't smell like the best thing in the world, but it is good. I've used it for a lot of recipes. Just squish it together, just like if you were making like a cookie. And there we go. As we make these, we put them right in the pan. While those are cooking up, we can clean up our mess and get a spatula, because we're going to need to flip them in a minute here. Now remember, the chicken is already cooked. It's only cheese, mayonnaise, and a little bit of egg in there anyway. So it's not like you have to cook these for a long time to make sure they're fully cooked and safe and all that stuff. They will be a little soft. They'll be crunchier on the outside because we're frying them right in oil. But man, are they good. And here's a little tip you don't really think of. When you flip these things, flip them away from you, or else you throw hot grease on your body. I would say I fry those for probably about 4 to 5 minutes on each side, which gives you just enough time to get everything cleaned up. Your dish is done that you just made dirty, a plate and a drink, and you're good to go. And there you go. Look how crispy and delicious these things look. We're gonna take a taste test here. Now I will tell you, these are best with a little bit of ketchup on there. And if you're on a low carb diet, you're gonna wanna use the low sugar ketchup. I think it's made by Heinz. I'm all out right now, so I'm just gonna try it with a little bit of mustard. I've never tried that before, but can't imagine it's gonna be bad. These look so good, they smell so good, and they're amazingly delicious, despite the chicken coming out of a can. There it is. Look at that steaming. Yeah, even with mustard on there as opposed to ketchup, dang, super hot. Okay, now let me just show you real quick here. Like I said, the outside is real crispy and the inside is soft. Don't think it's not done when it comes out like that. That's how it's supposed to be. See? Alright guys, delicious chicken patties. I think they should have chosen me for the new host of Man vs. Food instead of that dorky guy they got on there now. What the hell? See you guys later. Make sure you subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Join me on Facebook, That Nate, guys and gals. Peace out.